This is Bell. Palaf Medical is a group company engaged in X-ray equipment and ICU devices, includes digital X-ray, analog X-ray, C-arm system, digital R, radiography and fluoroscopy, dental X-ray, mammography system, and animals. Since 1993 for over 24 years. With rapidly increasing of economy and life, high-efficient solutions becoming an important indications everywhere and every industry, which definitely lead to a heavy demand of a simple and convenient memory examinations. That's why today I'm going to show you a meaningful digital mammo X-ray BT-MA600. Okay, let's look at the structure of the machine. It is composed of the X-ray mount block, flat panel detector, control console, and digital workstation. Here is the big nose, the combination of the generator and X-ray tube. What I want to emphasize is that our exclusive workmanship of generator, that is solid-state quasi-resonant high-frequency generator. We are the first factory to acquire this kind of technology. It is supported by the Ministry of Science and Technology Innovation Funds. It turns out the smaller volume and longer life and lighter weight than the oil tank design. X-ray tube is from IAE. As a regular importer of IAE, we always have class 1 quality of supplying. Dual anode is 0.1 and 0.3 millimeters. Rotation speed is 10,000. Heat capacity 225 kJ. This allows whole machine work for a longer time, especially for a big hospital with busy reception. Of course, there's a Chinese X-ray tube for options. This is the X-ray cover to catalog the head images to be acquired. High-end receptor is regarded as the constructive upgrade of the faster and accurate acquisition. It greatly simplifies the workflow, shorter time, and save the cost. We have two sizes and two configurations for different countries' demands and different budgets. Control console is tailored for the doctor's convenience in a distance operation. It also prevents doctors from the radiation. Digital workstation realize the sharper images in a second for doctors' timely diagnosis. Next, I will show you the operation and movement of the machine. First, plug in the machine here, power on here, and put the, when you hear sound of beeping on power up, and C3 LCD screens on. That means the machine is ready to work. There are two panels on both sides of the frame. It shows the angles of rotation, includes one button, lateral position by minus and plus 45 degrees, like this. And isocentric rotation minus and plus 90 degrees. And also one button reset. Here are also two buttons to control the movement of the C-arm up and down by 560 millimeters. And also we equip with dual foot brakes on both sides of the frame. This one is to control the compressor. And this one to control the C-arm. Up and down. There are also two panels on the C-arm to move the compressor up and down. Here is the point right, we have the core technology of 3-segment compression, which enable patients to have comfortable experience of examination. It works like this. First, we put the mammary glands on here and click the button to move the compressor. At the very beginning, the compressor will move down at high speeds. When it's about to touch the mammary glands, it will slow down continuously and automatically, 3 segments, with different pressure. It has greatly palliated the suffering of the patients, and doctors can get to know how much pressure and thickness through the LCD screens on the upper and lower part of the frame. Includes MAS, QV, thickness of the mammary glands, and also real-time pressure. Error code fixed on the control console, where doctors are supported to address the KV MAS here on this 8-inch LCD user interface, like this. Engineers are able to turn the page to do some different operation like self-checking, error code alarming. Besides, we have set up 3 red emergency buttons here. Click the button only when it's out of order suddenly. Let's look at the digital workstation. The digital workstation consists of the acquisition workstation and also diagnosis workstation. Click both and log in. This is the diagnosis workstation, and this is the acquisition workstation. Firstly, you may request to check the temperature. This means the temperature of the flat panel detector. Click the mouse. The best acquisition temperature is from 27 to 30 degrees Celsius, and when it turns blue. Okay, now you are supported to make some radiography, and there's some connections like examinations, exposure, imaging, and help, and login. There's some indications for you to make some positions, the lateral and also formal position. And this is the diagnosis workstation. Click in the imaging, and you can see the records of the patients from the acquisition workstation. And also there are some modules for proceeding the images, like the reverse, imaging reverse, enlarge, and edit. This means the information around the corner of the imaging. This is the vertical mirror and horizontal mirror. And you can add left and right on the imaging of the mammary gland and edit, make some markings, measurements, and you can mark in the lesions here, like this, angles. We have equipped with some windows at 16 at most. If you have a lot of images, you can choose here. And save the images. If you want to print out the film, click here and choose it. Print out the film. Choose the size, different size. And horizontal and vertical. Print out it. And if you want to print out the paper reports, choose it. there's some module of the expert informations. And click here, and also imaging here. Okay, that's all the procedures of proceeding of the software. And by the way, I want to emphasize some optional monitors for the memory. We have a 3 megapixel and 5 megapixel specified monitors to assist you have a high contrast observing. And also, you are allowed to extend the disk if you think there is a request. Thank you for your attention. Palaf will assist you at any time with professional suggestions.